What's up, guys? No one is watching, so I'm saying hello to no one. But doing a quick live stream. Just got back from the doctor's office. Sorry, I got a text message. But yeah, it was actually the endocrinologist. And if you read my blog, you'll know why I went there. And now I'm gonna go do some shopping. Yes. So, stop texting me while I'm live streaming. So, anyways, I wanted to talk about Kate Steinle, like, for a second here. Because I just don't understand that verdict, honestly. I don't understand that verdict. Why in the world would you get him off on a lesser gun charge for possession and not for involuntary manslaughter or something? Because he discharged the gun, he fled the scene, he tried to hide the evidence, and to top it all off, he was here illegally. Like, why? The royal wedding? Some dude fell in love and he's getting married. I don't really care about the royal wedding. I mean, I don't see why people are making a big deal out of it. Honestly, like, I know some dude, like, I used to follow him on Twitter. I can't remember his name. He's like some boxer or something. He's like, he should have married a virgin, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, this is 2017. Me being a Christian, I understand that not everyone is going to be married a virgin. Not even me. Like, I'm not a virgin. So, bump all that mess. But anyways, I don't really care about the royal wedding. I didn't care about when the other guy, William, got married. Didn't care. Didn't really care whenever, I don't think I was born yet, but when Diana got married, don't care. People get married all the time, so that's what I think about it. But Kate Steinle, or Steinle, I can't remember how you say her last name, but you need to study the alt-right. It has all the answers. Don't believe the lies. Ha! That's funny. No. I'm right-leaning. I'm right-wing sister, but I'm not alt-right. I'm sorry. I don't believe in ethno-states or anything like that, okay? Okay? If you want to marry a black woman and you're white, that's fine. Any other color, that's fine. If you're a black woman and you want to marry a white guy, that's fine. I prefer black people, you know. I love the chocolate drop brothers out there. Hey, I'm single. But I don't care. I could marry a white guy. I could marry a Mexican guy. I could marry any guy. I don't know. Who knows? I don't have any prospects right now, so whatever. Stop texting me during the live stream. So, yeah, right now I'm just gonna go do some shopping. And I have a smart car. That's the kind of car I drive. So, it has no suspension whatsoever. None. So you'll hear every bump, every little dip in the road, everything. But, yeah. Kate Steinle. If the perpetrator, the criminal, was a white guy, and the victim was a person of color or a woman, you know, just like before, it would have been riots in the street if the verdict would have gotten, if it was the same verdict and the tables were turned, like it was a white guy or a woman or a person of color, as they say, best believe there would have been riots in the street regarding this. Can't have ethno-states for blacks and whites and still, you know what? I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with ethno-states. I don't. I just believe that if you're going to have a majority of one particular race, that's fine, because that's how it was, you know, that's how USA became, you know, the USA was mostly white with black sprinkled in. If you have immigrants from other countries coming in, That's totally fine. But I don't want to have, you know, a goal of having, you know, the majority of whites. I mean, it's always going to be the majority of whites. But when you have intentions of keeping it the majority, and I don't know, it's just like you can't have, ethno-states are bad because you'll have all the same ideals, and we need diversity of thought, and, you know, diversity of skin color is not really a big issue, but whites will be the minorities in all the nations by 2042. If they are, that's you know, we don't want to get to be, we don't want whites to be the minority by these crazy migration stuff, you know, that's going on in like Canada, Germany, all in the UK. We don't want it that way. Let it happen naturally. If someone wants to migrate to the United States, let it be on merits, you know, their, you know, what they can do. You know, they have to be someone who has a goal in mind and not just trying to piggyback off of taxpayers. So you can have that, but just an ethno-state just for the sake of it because you're white or you're black or you're Mexican, whatever, I don't agree with that. If it ends up being that whites are the minority just because of the cultural shift, I wouldn't want that, because we want Western culture to stay. I'm more of a Western culture type of person rather than an ethno-state type of person. That's just me. I don't agree with any ethno-state or a majority of blacks or whites or anything. I welcome all people who share our values. So, I don't know who you are. I can't see your name, but thanks for interacting with me. I appreciate you. And it's cold. I know 51 degrees Fahrenheit is not really cold according to other people, but to me it's cold. Yesterday was like 83 degrees, and now it's cold, and I'm upset. We should just reduce immigration across the board, because too many of these immigrants overstay their visas, get fake social security cards, and take advantage of our generosity. Especially these bleeding heart liberals who, like, the way that that defense lawyer took up for that illegal immigrant who killed Kate Steinle. It's like you have a person that kidnaps you and they treat you bad, they take advantage of you, and all of these bad things happen to you, and yet the Democrats are like, oh, well, they're just misunderstood and blah, 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 blah. I don't understand why Democrats defend illegal immigration. Why are you going backwards? You're going to run into that car, Mr. 18-wheeler. You're going to run into that car. Holy crap. Yes, we are inviting people who hate us, which I don't understand one bit. Not only do they hate white people, they hate black people too. They don't give a crap about anyone but their ideals. Like, they don't care at all. So for them to pander to them, and they want to, you know, give them all this stuff and make sure that their culture is, you know, put to the forefront of everything, I don't understand. And I will never understand that. And I don't want it. And that can come off bigoted to some lefties out there, but I don't care. I honestly don't. I'll take this off. They drew my blood. God dang it. Why do they have to make these adhesive on these things so bad? It hurt. Freaking hurt. The Jews are genociding white people. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Jews are just Jews. Yeah, there are some crooked Jews, just like there are some crooked whites, there are some crooked Africans, crooked Muslims, you know, there's crooked people everywhere. Just because they're Jews doesn't mean you know, that they have bad intentions, you know, just like they have the hashtag not all. That's true to, you know, to almost every person. I went the wrong way. I'm at Walmart now. Okay, well, let's just keep going this way. But yeah, I don't, for people to blame Jews for every single little thing that they do, or every single little problem in the United States. Yeah, they run the media. That's great. I understand that. And the media is all lefties, so you can probably blame that on lefties rather than Jews. Because not everyone in Hollywood and media are Jews. Yeah, it's run by mostly Jews, but all those Jews are lefty liberals. So I would put it more on the liberals rather than Jews, because not everyone who is Jewish runs media. My opinion. My conspiracy, allegedly. Okay, so now I have no freaking idea where to go. I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, this is the right way. Please. Alright, so I don't think Jews push for mass immigration. If you ask, you know, Israeli Jews in Israel, do you think they want Palestinians coming into Israel through mass immigration? Don't think so. How am I supposed to make it all the way over there? Okay, so yeah, mass immigration for the minority of Jews, but not for the majority. You're forgetting about the silent majority. You're forgetting about the silent majority. Just like how Trump won the election due to the silent majority, the majority of Jews don't want all this nonsense. There is a minority of Jews that are pushing this agenda, which, you know, I agree with. But I think it has more to do with their leftist ideology than their I guess their ethnic background. That's just my opinion. So I get what you're saying, but I don't agree with all of it. They created the left idea. No, they didn't create it. Just some people adapted it. Just like some black people vote Democrat. They're the ones that created, you know, slavery. And, well, they probably didn't create slavery. That was the Arabs back then. But, you know, the Democrats don't have the black people at their best interest. But yet the majority of black people vote Democrat. Why is that? Oh, I couldn't get your comment. I'm so sorry. Green Pepe. Ask me the question again. Oh, there it is. Yes, the whites are a minority. Globally, yes, they are. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, my dude, or woman, whoever. But, again, everyone, you know, everyone has their fringe groups of, you know, them wanting an ethno-state. You know, some blacks, they want, you know, like there's like a movement to make the southern portion of the United States called South, like some African nation or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I did a video on it if you want to check it out. Blacks want their own nation. It's crazy. But there's just like a small fringe. Holy crap, dude! I just saw an accident happen behind me. I don't know if you saw it. Man, people in Texas can't drive for real. But yeah, so yes, Israel, no, Israel is not an ethno state. They welcome in all people. Just Palestine wants to claim it for themselves, and it'll end up like all the other Muslim nations, like a cesspool, blown up buildings and stuff like that. We don't want that. I wish my coworkers would stop texting. Israel has Muslims. They do not immigrate anyone. Look it up. Yeah, I know. They have strict immigration. They have strict immigration. That doesn't mean they don't let it just. That doesn't mean that they don't let anyone in. They just have strict immigration. Because people are always trying to wipe them out. Muslims hate Jews. So of course they want to wipe Israel off the planet. So of course they're going to have strict immigration laws. What are you going to do? That's a given to me. So I stand with Israel always. If you didn't know that, I love Israel because, you know, of course I'm a Christian. What did you say? They play constant victim card. You know why they play the constant victim card, right? Because lots of Muslims want to annihilate Jews off the face of the earth. So yeah, they're victims. And it's not because of slavery that happened thousands of years ago when it comes to, you know, the Bible days and everything like that. Literally, people want to kill Jews. The victims who run the world. Again, yeah, there are Jews that are in media and Jews that are in high states, you know, high places. But are they really running the world? I don't think so. Yeah, you have George Soros. You have fringe Jews, just like we have fringe black people. Farrakhan, fringe black person. What are you gonna do? There's powerful people in every ethnic group. Just like in China, Japan, Germany, all over. You have every single ethnic group has someone who is fringed. It's just, I don't get it either, Mr. Pepe. I don't get it either. I don't know why people hate the Jews so much. You know, me being a Christian, it's because that, you know, God said that the Jews would be persecuted and looked down upon and all that. I believe the Bible. You don't have to. That's fine. But that's, you know, that's what I believe. So, that's one reason. Palestine hates them because they feel like that Israel belongs to them. And a lot of other people hate them just because they claim to be, you know, just descendants, you know, the chosen people from God. The Jews took over Palestine by force. So you're one of them. You side with Palestine. I don't agree with that. Israel belongs to the Jews. The capital of Israel is Jerusalem. That's it. So, I wanted to talk about Kate Steinle, but now we're talking about Israel and Jews. I'd rather not. But, you know, whatever. We can. If you want to. So much has changed. They took it by force, worse than the America with Indians. Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't believe that for 1 second. Israel has always been synonymous with Jews. The UN has recognized them as a sovereign, you know, a sovereign nation. So that's the end of it. It's been in the Bible. It's been in history books, ancient festival began. So that's all I gotta say about that, honestly. Yeah. I'm not gonna read your text. I'm not gonna convince you. You're not gonna convince me. So let's just agree to disagree. Agree to disagree. Who's ready for Christmas? I'm not. I'm not ready for Christmas. But I am gonna do some shopping today. I'm gonna do some shopping today. Short and sweet, because I can't read them long ones unless I'm like at a red light or something. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing some shopping. That means I'm gonna be shopping for you, JT. So I have no idea what I'm gonna get you, but I'm trying to find out. So I'm buying some stuff for you. And girl, you know I can't afford no diamonds. Girl, better get out of here. You get some cubic zirconia. That's what you get. Or some Australian crystal. That's what you get. Diamonds. Better get out of here. I make YouTube money. You know how much money I made on YouTube in 5 years? $35. I can't even cash it out. I gotta have at least $100, girl. I didn't catch that last one. Sorry. Don't like though. I don't like this trend of people blaming whites for everything, and this theory of white privilege. You're not just because you're white. I like diamonds. I like diamonds, and I do like other jewels and stuff like that. I like glittery stuff. If it don't sparkle, it's not for me. But I like diamonds. But anyways, I don't like this trend of blaming whites for everything. Just because you're born white doesn't mean you have privilege. If you're born into, you know, wealth, if you're born into, you know, a stable household, you have all of these amenities like free education, you know, when you're little, and you have a nice house, that's a privilege, and it doesn't matter what color you are. You have privilege. I have privilege. I have a lot of privilege. My mom and dad raised me right. We had, you know, some money coming up, you know, that we were like middle class, but everyone else was kind of poor, I guess. And so everyone thought we were rich when we were growing up. No problem. But yeah, you can be black, you can be Mexican, you can be white, no matter what your nationality is. I said ethno-nationality. It's called ethnicity. God, Sandra. But no matter who you are, you can be born into privilege, and it doesn't matter what your skin color is. And there is, you know, definitely some white racism going on, and it's starting to flip, you know. They're starting to lift up the black people and the brown people over the whites, and it should be equal all around, equality. I don't understand why this trend is happening and what the end goal is. Why are they pandering to regressive ideas? Yes, I guess so. I don't know if it's because of the class divide. I just think they're lifting up people because of a minority divide. Like a lot of people are pushing for diversity in jobs and stuff like that, but they're not really thinking about if they're qualified for the job. They just want that skin color. Like the diversity manager, I don't know what her title was at Apple, recently got fired. She was a black woman, right? She got fired for saying, oh, you could have blonde hair, blue eyes. All of you could have blonde hair, blue eyes, but it's gonna be diverse because you all have different opinions. And people were like, no, that's not diverse. So they fired her. And then they replaced her with a white chick. Like, why? Why is diversity of skin color more important than diversity of thought? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because it should not be that way. Blacks get whites place until 300. Yeah, the skewing of the numbers when it comes to test scores and other privileges that black people get, it's insane. It's insane. We get boosted everywhere we go. Affirmative action, I think, is racist. The test scores are racist. They're trying to make up for slavery, even though it wasn't their fault, so hard. And I'm really sick of it. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Because it gives people of a different color who may not have tried as hard on something a boost, and it gives them an advantage over a person who might be, you know, the same color, you know, white. Who cares? Who knows? But it gives them a boost, and that's not fair. And you can argue that life's not fair, but you know, it's not. Asians get affected. Yes, Asians get affected by affirmative action because they get lesser scores. They get lesser. They're overqualified. So with Asians, like their SAT scores get like a 50-cent drop, not 50 cents, 50-point drop or something like that. I can't remember the exact statistic. But Asians are affected by affirmative action and things like that because everything is so stereotypical with affirmative action because it assumes the worst about blacks and browns, and it you know, whites are down the middle, and it assumes the best with Asians. So not every Asian is, you know, like a math whiz or very smart. So some Asians who are good for nothing, they get, you know, a boost because they assume that they're smart. And then you have some highly decorated black people who don't really need affirmative action. And, you know, I mean, I guess they're not really affected because, you know, they're highly decorated. But I don't know. I just think it's stupid. I see back in the day, whenever, you know, the Jim Crow laws were just, you know, getting out of the books and stuff like that. Back when civil rights was, you know, slowly making its way into American society, I see affirmative action doing some good because there was systematic oppression at the time of black people. But now, since we have moved past that, it should be, you know, everyone out for themselves on their own. Stop bringing up Jews. We're done talking about Jews, okay? Thank you. Stop talking about Jews, okay? But affirmative action is stupid. That's just my opinion. My opinion. Care of the about Jews. Apparently, I have a very bad connection. It's probably because I'm in the middle of nowhere. This line is long. Let's go over here. And I'm fixing to go to Five Below. I'm by the Cabela's in Fort Worth, where we used to live. By the airport. You may hear a plane. Guys, I agree, it does need to be abolished. I don't know if you heard that last statement. I'm in the sticks. Oh my gosh, you. Anyways, JT, did you get that email about Granddaddy? Let me know, please. Just say yes or no. Because I forgot that you were off of work and I couldn't find my phone at the time. I tried to text you, but I couldn't find my phone. Ooh, this part of Fort Worth is stupid. It's always traffic here. Because I couldn't find my phone, remember? And I had to send it to you. It's okay. I didn't want to leave you in the dark. Let's change the subject. What do y'all want? I'm almost there, so if you want me to talk about something. Except for Jews, what do you want me to talk about? Yes, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce is the best barbecue sauce of all barbecue sauces of all time. Nothing can compare. I don't want to talk about the globalists because you think the globalists are all Jews. So no, I will not talk about the globalists. Talk about anything else. What's going on in the world right now? In America. Oh, wait. Let's stop that. I know what to talk about. The slave trade in Libya. And why the left won't acknowledge it. Because they know it's being run by daggum dirty Muslims. That's what I want to talk about. It is a juicy topic. Because they pander to Islam so much. And they know good and well that Islam is all for slavery. And I think the end goal of these high-ranking Democrats is to make Islam, you know, a thing. They want to make Islam mainstream, and then you know what's going to become normalized and accepted by everyone because the left is gullible, child marriages. So pedophilia, which is rampant in, you know, Islamic societies. Women being second-class citizens because they don't give a crap about women. Old days of democratic societies back in the 1800s when slavery was legal, and you know they could do anything they wanted to their women and everything. You know, that's what Democrats want. That's what these high-ranking Democrats want. They want to have sex with kids. They want to have the women just to have babies, to spread their ideas, and they want to have slaves. That's why they're pandering, and that's why they don't talk about slavery in the Middle East. Simple as that. Sweden is lost. Sweden is lost. They virtue signaled so hard that they messed up their country. I don't think there's any coming back for Sweden, unfortunately. One thing really in society, it's virtue signaling, because it does nothing, absolutely nothing. You can protest, you can march all you want to, but it does not bring about change, because there is no change that needs to be done. We were good until all these dumb SJWs and feminists came along. So I don't get Democrats and leftist SJWs and all that. Oh, they've been up to Christmas nights. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, I have made it to my destination. I'm about to do some light shopping, so thanks guys for tuning in to my live stream. JT, I will call you later, and have a great day. I'll go do the same. Bye. Oh crap.